Long ago, the world was a very different place. People had forgotten how to be kind and good to one another. Instead, they chose to be selfish and mean, which made the world a sad and dark place. But up above, watching over everything, was God. He saw how bad things had gotten and felt deeply saddened. However, amidst all this darkness, there was one man who stood out: Noah. Noah was not like the others. He was kind and cared for his family. He always tried to do what was right. Because of his goodness, God noticed him. One day, God spoke to Noah about a big plan to wash the world clean with a great flood. But because Noah was good, God wanted to keep him and his family safe. So, God gave Noah a special task: to build a huge boat called an ark. This wasn't just any boat. It had to be big enough to hold Noah's family and 2 of every kind of animal in the world. Noah got to work right away, even though the people around him laughed at him and thought he was silly. But Noah didn't mind. He trusted God and kept building the ark plank by plank. Once the ark was finished, something amazing happened. Animals started arriving in pairs. Lions, elephants, giraffes, and even tiny insects lined up to board the ark, just as God had said. Noah and his family helped them find their places inside, making sure all the animals were comfortable. It was a beautiful sight. Different animals living together peacefully. Then the skies began to darken, and the first drops of rain started to fall. It rained like it had never rained before. Water poured from the sky day and night for 40 days and 40 nights. As the rain poured down and the waters climbed higher, entire cities disappeared beneath the waves, leaving nothing behind. Inside the ark, Noah, his family, and all the animals were safe and dry. They could hear the rain and storm outside, but stayed together, waiting for when they could come out again. Finally, after what felt like forever, the rain stopped. However, the earth was still covered with water. Noah needed to find out if it was safe to leave the ark. He sent out a raven first, but it came back without finding anywhere to land. Then he sent out a dove that also returned empty-handed. After waiting a bit longer, he sent the dove out again. This time, it brought back an olive leaf. This meant that the waters were going down and life was starting to grow again. Soon after this wonderful sign, the ark came to rest on a mountaintop. The earth was finally dry enough for them to leave their big wooden home. Noah opened the door of the ark and stepped out onto soft, muddy ground with his family and all the animals. They stretched their legs and took deep breaths of fresh air. The world looked clean and new, like a blank page waiting to be filled with stories. Flowers started to bloom and trees grew tall and green again as Noah stood on this fresh earth. God spoke to him again and made a very special promise. He promised that he would never send a flood to cover the whole earth again. As a sign of this promise, God put a rainbow in the sky, a bright and colorful reminder of his love for every living creature.